Optimistic people see good things happening in the future. They are less stressed than people who are not optimistic, and they usually live longer. An optimist knows what they want and has a purpose and direction in their life. Optimists see good things in every situation. When they suffer setbacks, as we all do, they will learn something positive from the situation and move on with their lives. Nothing phases an optimist. They are willing to take on any challenge to transform their life for the better. You will be much happier as an optimist than a pessimist, or even somewhere in between. In this special report, we bring you 12 proven ways to boost your optimism so you can be confident about yourself and your future. When most people are facing a challenge in their life, big or small, they tend to focus on the problem rather than the solution. This causes them to become anxious about the situation and can cause them to become overwhelmed and raise their stress levels. When you focus on problems, you will fill your head with negativity. Negativity is the enemy of optimism. Each time a problem arises, this will fuel self-doubt, and your self-esteem can really take a nosedive. An optimist will look at each problem that they face and analyze what went wrong. They are looking for a solution initially, and then to learn from the problem so that they can avoid it in the future. So, start focusing on solutions rather than problems, and you will start to feel more optimistic about yourself and your abilities. All optimists are masters in positive thinking. Like all of us, optimists have negative thoughts pop up from time to time. They deal with these negative thoughts by neutralizing them with positive ones. If a negative thought like "I cannot do this" appears in your head when you are confronting a specific task, neutralize this by thinking "I can do anything and I want to do this." When you are experiencing a lot of negative thoughts, as a pessimist will, you need to be persistent with your neutralizing. It will take time and consistent effort for you to make the transformation from negative to positive thinking. But all of your efforts will be worth it, as you will be well on your way to becoming a true optimist. Start by reframing all negative thoughts into positive ones. Your subconscious mind will respond well to these neutralizations and gradually make you more positive on autopilot. But this is not going to happen overnight, and you need to be prepared to put in the necessary effort. Every time you say or think something positive about yourself, your subconscious mind will be listening. The creation and use of positive affirmations is another proven way that you can make the transition from pessimist to optimist. Identify the things in your life that are not going as you want them to. Think about the defects in your character here. Do you procrastinate when you have a challenging task to perform? Are you overwhelmed when things do not turn out as you planned them? Once you have a list of the personality issues that you need to fix, you need to write at least one positive affirmation around each thing. There are plenty of examples of positive affirmations online, but it will not do you any good just copying what others do. We are all unique and have different character flaws. Tailor your affirmations to suit you. When you have your list of positive affirmations, be sure to read these out loud or in your head when you get up in the morning. This will give you a great start to the day. If you are experiencing negative thoughts during the day and feel pessimistic about anything, get your positive affirmations list out again and read it. It is essential that you read your positive affirmations at least once a day. That way you will signal to your subconscious mind that you are serious about making the necessary changes. In a short while you will begin to notice that you have become more optimistic through using your positive affirmations. The most common causes of negative thinking are related to dwelling on past mistakes and thinking that your future is very uncertain. Both of these can drive up your stress levels and really bring you down. When you are in this state of mind, you are going to feel pessimistic about your life and who you are. To avoid thinking about the past of your future, you need to be in the moment. This means focusing on the here and now and experiencing what is going on around you. One of the most effective methods to ground yourself in the present is to practice mindfulness meditation. It is not difficult at all to learn and practice mindfulness meditation. There are plenty of videos and other resources on the subject that you can find online. Just practice a few times and you will soon master it. When you are grounded in the here and now, you will clear your mind of things that happened in the past and concerns that you have over your future. You will be able to make more rational decisions that will help you to move forward in an optimistic manner. We recommend that you spend a few minutes each day practicing mindfulness meditation. You do not need more than 15 minutes to do this. There is no set time to do this, just meditate when you can. It is really important that you clear your mind regularly and focus on the present. What is gratitude? When you are grateful, you are showing your appreciation for something or someone in your life. It is a way of saying thank you for what you have. Expressing gratitude is another effective way to be in the moment. This is because you are focusing on what you have in your life right now and not thinking about the past or the future. People that are pessimistic tend to focus on what they don't have in their life. They are always chasing new things and become very negative when they don't get them. Society bombards us with messages telling us that we need this new product and that new product. The grass is always greener somewhere else. But people that are always chasing material things are never happy for long. Once they acquire the new thing, the novelty wears off fast, and in no time at all they are chasing after something else. It doesn't take much to fuel them wanting something new. They see something that someone else has and they want it too. It is a life law that you get what you focus on. If you continue to focus on lack, then you will get more lack. When you are grateful for what you have, you will get more things to make you even more grateful. Some people find this difficult to believe, but it is true. It is not difficult at all to find things to be grateful for in your life. You are reading this report using a computer or a mobile device, so be grateful that you have this. Be grateful that you are still alive and that you have air to breathe. Think about who is in your life right now. Be grateful for the people that care about and support you. Take a look around you. You can be grateful that you have a home to live in that protects you and your family from the elements. If you have a job that you don't like, then be grateful that it provides you with the money to pay the bills and put food on the table. Your car is old and not looking as good as it used to. Be grateful that you have it and that you can get around. We recommend that you express your gratitude every day. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for and focus on these for a while. Each day come up with 3 more things to be grateful for. Remember that you can be grateful for people as well as things. Expressing gratitude regularly is one of the quickest ways to become an optimist. It doesn't take much for a pessimist to get really upset and stressed out. Any little thing that did not turn out the way that they wanted can fill their head with negativity. Maybe their car ran out of gas or their computer went wrong. These are all minor things in life which are not worth getting upset over. The truth is that it is not worth stressing out over any problem. This can be difficult to do if the problem is very large, of course. But you definitely don't want to get enraged because your car ran out of gas. You need to accept that these things happen and learn from them. An optimist never makes a big deal out of anything if they can avoid it. They certainly don't focus on the minor things in their life. We all have to face problems in our lives, both big and small. Usually there are far more small problems than there are large problems, so stop making a big deal out of the small issues. When you are really up against it, trying to identify positives from the situation is going to be really difficult for you. But if you truly want to be an optimist, then you need to start doing this right now. No matter how bad the situation is, an optimist will find something positive about it. We always tend to focus on the negative, so you will be going against your instincts somewhat when you start to do this. Let's say that you have your own business, and you are not making the sales that you need to turn a profit. You can let this overwhelm you because it is a big problem. But being overwhelmed by a problem is just going to result in you increasing your stress levels. This will diminish your chances of solving the problem significantly. Ask yourself what is good about this situation. Perhaps your salespeople need better training. Or maybe the demand for your product is not what you thought it would be, and you need to rethink it. You may even decide that you are in the wrong business, and that it would be better if you sold other products and services. All of these answers are possible solutions. By looking for the positives in a situation like this, you can remain calm and not lose most of your energy to stress. To be more optimistic, you need to look for the positives in every situation, because there will always be one. Please note that we used the word reduce in the title and not eliminate. Many experts on optimism and positive thinking will tell you that you need to avoid all negativity, but we do not believe that this is a practical solution. Having said that, there are a lot of things that you can do to reduce your exposure to negativity. All of us know at least one pessimist who will always try and bring us down with their complaining and their negativity. These people could be family members, friends that you have known for a long time, or people that you are acquainted with, such as colleagues at work. It is not always possible to avoid these people altogether, which is why we suggest that you go for a negative reduction strategy. As you become more optimistic, you will be able to deal with negative people a lot more easily, and they will not put you in a negative state. Until then, we recommend that you avoid negative people as much as possible. Social media can be a haven of negativity. People seem to be more and more addicted to it, and there are some that are wired into social media 24/7 because they cannot bear the thought of missing a meaningless notification. An optimist will use social media as a tool periodically. If you are spending too much time on social media, then gradually reduce this. When people get up in the morning, a lot of them will switch on the TV news or look for news online. Most news is negative. Reading the newspaper can have the same negative effect. We are not suggesting that you shouldn't know what is going on in your world. But don't make this the first thing that you do, as you will start your day off in a negative frame of mind. Pessimists do not know what they really want in life. They tend to let life control them, and then complain that it is all someone else's fault. An optimist takes responsibility for their life, and this starts by identifying what they really want. If you ask most people what they really want, they will not be able to provide you with an answer. They have not really thought about this because it takes effort. It is much easier to spend all of their time on social media or watching meaningless TV programs. Make the effort to identify what you really want in the short term and the long term. It will take some thinking to come up with this, but it is not as difficult as you might think. Once you have identified what you want, then you need to create challenging goals to achieve it. Optimists are always positive about their future because they set goals to ensure that it is bright for them. They are proactive and will never sit around waiting for things to happen. The state of the economy does not stress them out because they know that they have no control over this. When you know what you want and you have a plan to get there, then your life will have purpose and direction. This will boost your optimism significantly, and you will see a very bright future for you and your family. Don't be like the majority, who just drift around aimlessly and believe that their destiny is out of their hands. A pessimist doesn't like change. They will do everything that they can to keep things the way that they are. Getting out of their comfort zone fills them with dread, and they are extremely reluctant to do this. But change is inevitable in this world. There are no more jobs for life, for example. Everything is changing at a rapid pace, and an optimist will embrace this change. Pessimists will worry about their future because they know that one day things are going to change for them and impact them in a negative way. An optimist will always look for ways to get out of their comfort zone. They relish the challenge of doing something new and extending their comfort zone. When an optimist has to do something that they have never done before, they will get excited about it. This is an opportunity for them to learn and grow as a person. Start by making small changes to your routine. Make a decision to acquire a new skill, or just do some things that you have never done before. It may not be easy for you to do this, but if you want to be an optimist, then you must do it. By gradually extending your comfort zone, you will feel a lot more confident in your abilities. Do you believe that if you failed at something before, then you will never be able to do it in the future? A lot of people think this way, and it really holds them back in life. Dwelling in the past is one of the most common causes of negative thinking, overwhelm, and stress. None of us are perfect, and we have all made mistakes in the past. We will continue to make mistakes in the future as well. An optimist knows this and accepts the situation. A pessimist will reflect back on the mistakes that they have made before and will think that they are a loser. Your past is a useful reference for you, and that is all. Making mistakes doesn't matter. Learning from them and avoiding the same mistakes in the future does. You can use the positive events of your past to fuel your optimism as well. Think about when you achieved something against the odds and how good this made you feel. Make a commitment to stop dragging your past into your future. If you start to think about something negative in the past, then question this and see what you can learn from it. Then make the decision to let it go. The past has gone and you can't get it back. You don't want to get it back. You want to focus on a bright future instead. If you do not have a journal that you use every day to record the events in your life, then get one right now. You do not have to spend a lot of money on a journal. A simple notebook will do the job adequately. You can use your journal to record your goals and your daily tasks. Write your positive affirmations in your journal too. Use your journal to write your 3 reasons to be grateful each day. Every time that you face a setback or experience a positive event, record this in your journal. Every week, take the time out to go through your journal and reflect on the progress that you have made. This will inspire you to do more and keep your motivation levels high. Commit to making journal entries every day because that is what an optimist does. We have provided you with 12 proven ways to boost your optimism. It is now up to you to take action and put these into practice. There are so many benefits to being an optimist, and you do not want to miss put on these by just reading this report and not following through on what you have learned. Being optimistic and positive about your future is a wonderful thing. You will be happier and a lot less stressed. Setbacks in your life will not overwhelm you, and you will be eager to take on new challenges rather than avoid them. So, take action to become more optimistic right now.